Many believers pray sincerely but miss their answers because they expect God to respond in only one way. Often we look for instant miracles, audible voices, or dramatic supernatural encounters, while God is already sending answers through everyday channels we overlook. Prayer is spiritual, but its answers often arrive through spiritual and physical means. God is not limited in how he answers prayer. He can move supernaturally, but he also works through processes, people, favor, wisdom, timing, and opportunities. When we understand the channels through which answers come, we become more sensitive, more grateful, and more responsive to what God is doing around us. A mature believer learns to recognize these channels and cooperate with them. Let us explore 7 major ways answered prayers come to a believer. Number 1. Answered prayers come as light. One of the first ways God answers prayer is by giving light. Spiritual understanding, clarity, and revelation. Many times before God changes our situation, he changes our understanding. Psalm 119, verse 130 says, "The entrance of your words gives light. It gives understanding to the simple." When believers pray for direction, solutions, or help, God often responds by illuminating their minds. Suddenly, confusion lifts and clarity comes. An idea forms, a scripture stands out, a decision becomes clear. That light is an answer. In 2 Kings 6, verse 17, Elisha prayed that his servant's eyes would be opened, and he saw the heavenly army surrounding them. The situation had not changed, but revelation changed perception. Light removes fear, doubt, and ignorance. Many problems persist not because God has not answered, but because we have not yet received the light he has provided. Divine light can come through scripture, a sermon, inner conviction, or wise counsel. When God gives light, he is giving direction, and direction is often a greater answer than immediate miracles. Number 2, answered prayers come as favor. Favor is God causing people, systems, and circumstances to respond positively toward you beyond normal expectations. Favor is a powerful channel through which prayers are answered. Psalm 5, verse 12 says, "For you, O Lord, will bless the righteous. With favor you will surround him as with a shield." When Esther needed deliverance for her people, her prayer was answered through favor before the king. The king extended the golden scepter. That moment of favor was the answer that opened the door for national salvation. Favor can show up as approval, acceptance, kindness, or unexpected help. Doors open that should have been closed. Applications are approved. Decisions are reversed. Favor accelerates processes that would normally take years. Sometimes believers pray for breakthrough, not realizing that breakthrough will come through someone liking them, remembering them, or recommending them. That is not luck. That is divine favor at work. Number 3, answered prayers come as grace. Grace is divine enablement, the supernatural ability to do what you could not do before. Sometimes the answer to prayer is not that God removes the challenge, but that he strengthens you to overcome it. Paul prayed for a problem to be removed, but God answered, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." The situation remained, but grace empowered Paul to rise above it. Grace shows up as unusual strength, patience, endurance, wisdom, and peace under pressure. You find yourself handling what used to overwhelm you. You keep going when you should have quit. That sustaining power is an answer to prayer. Philippians 4, verse 13 says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." When strength comes in weakness, that is heaven responding. Number 4, answered prayers come as signs and wonders. There are times when God answers prayer through visible, supernatural acts. Miracles, healings, deliverances, and divine interventions that defy natural explanation. In Acts 12, the church prayed for Peter, and an angel supernaturally released him from prison. That dramatic intervention was a direct answer to prayer. Signs and wonders demonstrate God's power and confirm His word. They can appear as healing from sickness, protection from danger, supernatural provision, or divine intervention in impossible situations. While not every answer comes this way, we must not remove the supernatural from our expectations. God is still a miracle-working God. Number 5, answered prayers come as material resources. Sometimes the answer to prayer is financial provision or a material supply. God often uses resources as tools to fulfill His purposes in our lives. Philippians 4 verse 19 says, "My God shall supply all your need according to His riches in glory." When Elijah prayed during the famine, God sent provision through ravens and later through a widow. The answer came in the form of food and daily supply. Material answers can come as money, tools, equipment, housing, transportation, or other physical necessities. These are not unspiritual. They are instruments God uses to move His plans forward. We must learn to see provision as an answer to prayer and steward it wisely. Number 6, answered prayers come as opportunities, time and chance. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11 says, "Time and chance happen to them all." In God's system, opportunities are divine appointments disguised as ordinary moments. A chance meeting, an unexpected invitation, a new opening, or being in the right place at the right time can be the answer to years of prayer. David's opportunity came when he was sent to deliver food to his brothers. That ordinary errand led to defeating Goliath. Opportunities often look small, but they carry great potential. When believers pray for increase or change, God may answer by opening a door. Walking through that door requires faith and action. Number 7, answered prayers come through men. One of the most common ways God answers prayer is through people. God uses human vessels as channels of blessing, help, correction, and provision. Proverbs 17 verse 17 shows the value of relationships. And Proverbs 27 verse 17 says, "Iron sharpens iron." When Cornelius prayed in Acts 10, God answered by sending Peter with the message of salvation. The answer came in the form of a man. Helpers, mentors, destiny partners, and even strangers can carry the answer to your prayer. Refusing people can mean rejecting God's provision. God may not come down from heaven physically, but He will send someone. In conclusion, answered prayers do not come in only one form. They come as light that brings clarity, favor that opens doors, grace that strengthens, signs and wonders that demonstrate power, material resources that supply needs, opportunities that shift destiny, and people who carry divine help. When believers understand these channels, they stop overlooking their answers. They become spiritually alert, thankful, and responsive. God is always answering. We must learn to recognize the form in which the answer arrives.
Please like, subscribe, and share.